Considering the reports of the two review committees, that is the Rammurthy Committee and Janardhan Reddy Committee, NPE 1986 was revised in 1992 with an addition of 2 paras and modification of 31 paras. The Program of Action 1992 aims to achieve the realization of long-term goals such as universal enrollment and retention. It was a program resulting from the National Policy of Education to improve the quality of education in India and promote inclusive classroom as well. Now we will discuss about some main objectives and recommendations of Program of Action 1992. Early childhood care and education. In order to materialize the aims of the National Policy of Education 1986, the Program of Action highlighted the need to strengthen the programs along with their components. It suggested a coordinated functioning of the government and non-government agencies to meet the goals of the ECCE programs. Under this Program of Action, early childhood and care were given special importance, and it is proposed special training through training centers for the Anganwadi workers to improve the quality of early childhood education. Universalization of elementary education. Another aim of Program of Action was to achieve the targets for universalization of elementary education. It suggested many innovations and revised schemes like the non-formal education for students who cannot attend full-time schools. Other than these, it also focused on 10 states which were educationally backward, wherein the shared responsibility was between the center and state government in the ratio 50. Secondary education. Plan of Action 1992 acknowledged the need to expand the opportunities for secondary education. It envisioned increased participation of the backward classes. However, the Program of Action 1992 recognized and increased the autonomy of the boards of secondary education. It also put forward the visionary idea of improving digital literacy and technological skills among students, which helped the future. Navodaya Vidyalayas to improve the quality of education. The Program of Action 1992 envisioned the opening of Navodaya Vidyalayas across India, which aimed to help the high achievers regardless of their socio-economic backgrounds. This proposal became beneficial because it improved the quality of schooling for the same masses, as an estimated 40.7% of the students were already below the poverty line. Women education. Women education was also a top priority as per this Program of Action. It suggested more development programs and aimed at enhancing their legal literacy about their rights. It suggested running gender and poverty sensitization programs to curb issues like gender disparity. Besides, all teachers were to be trained through innovative training programs to be the agents of women empowerment. Through institutions and women organizations, it also envisioned creating new women study centers. Adult education and micro planning. The committee also suggested the improvement of educational opportunities for adults under the non-formal education initiatives. Innovative programs like the open school system and distance education were also recommended for female students residing in remote, rural and urban areas. Educational microplanning was suggested for students living in tribal areas. Special importance was also laid on the education of adult illiterate women. Education for students with disabilities. For 12.59 million children with disabilities, the committee suggested some important steps. To meet the needs of special students, teachers' training was to be reoriented as per the inclusive classrooms. And similarly, the need of reorient non-formal and adult educational programs was also highlighted. Despite the vision of a more student-centric learning environment, Program of Action 1992 did not suggest any concrete steps to help with this goal. It did not highlight the changes needed in the textbooks, pedagogies, and teacher training to create a more learner-centric schooling system. Even at the university level, there was no proper planning shared for resource mobilization as suggested in the program of action. And once again, funds mattered, and these policies could not be 100% successful. It is not an easy task to make educational reforms in a country. For decades now, our policymakers have taken some great steps to improve the condition of education in India. With NPE 1986, India got some visionary ideas to work on the core of its educational system. And the plan of action in the year 1992 did help in modifying these as per the changing needs of the times. Now try this.